himself, the captain Bernardo Silva, has 4 League Cup winners' medals and plenty else besides. Quite a few would-be first-timers for City too. They're measured by medals on the table, domestic honours. They start their way out in front. The national anthem will be sung by Jazz Caris, with British Science interpretation from Dave Shields. It's the 6th time that these clubs have greeted each other at Wembley, all within the last dozen years. Arsenal have won 2 FA Cup semi-finals and 2 Community Shields, but City won the only time they previously contested the League Cup in 2000. That one occasion. There was doubt over both full-back positions. It's Ben White who deputises for the injured Yuri and Timber on one side, in Capier rather than Calafiori on the other. No doubt at all that Martin's in his first domestic final, Declan Rice would start. Nice miss on the day. Kai Havertz, who clinched the semi, starts the final in support of Victor Gyökeres, playing now with real presence up top for Arsenal. And amongst the substitutes, Gabriel Jesus, a 4-time winner with City, and everybody's favourite Sweet 16, Max Dowman. Clough, Ferguson, Mourinho have 4. Today, Pep Guardiola can be the first boss to claim a 5th League Cup triumph. He's remained faithful throughout the campaign to England's James Trafford in goal. Mark Gahey ineligible, no Diaz.
Let's go, guys.
The only outfield player on either side to have started throughout the competition. He can't Kasanov. Rodri starts for the first time in this year's League Cup. Bernardo Silva brushes off the misfortune at midweek. With Bournemouth, Antoine Semenyo was knocked out of this in August before even joined in. Now he might win it. First Wembley final for Turkey too. And then there's Erling Haaland, back in the goals midweek, but without one in 4 previous City finals. Phil Foden, another 4-time winner on a mighty strong City bench. The 2026 Carabao Cup final, more than most, a final which seems to have a significance way outside of itself. For Arsenal, so much may lie beyond this. For Manchester City in the modern generation, trophies are an expectation. Here is their next, their best, their immediate chance to win one. Spanning 50 years, City have won each of their last 7 League Cup finals. Arsenal players was born when 33 years and 3 losing finals ago, Arsenal. For Pep Guardiola, brilliant and hyper-decorated though he is, last season was trophyless. It cannot happen again. For Mikel Arteta, time to reap the rewards of 6 years hard labour. This day and the 2.5 months which follow it are everything to which he has been building. For the first trophy of the season, the first in either case of who knows how many. 2, 3 for Arsenal, still perhaps 4, but this is number 1, and Wembley is a picture We're off and running, and Gary, it feels great.
It does, and I say this at the start of this final every year. We're blessed to be here, and the EFL do a brilliant job in putting this game on, because it helps the atmosphere right up, and what a game we have.
This is Nathan Ake, the left-sided of Manchester City's central defence. Central defence without Ruben Dias, without Mark Gahey, without Josko Gvardiol. Might be perceived as their potential Achilles heel. Gabriel. Kassanov, having said that, has been in terrific form over the last month or so. He's going well now into his Manchester City shirt. Boku. On City's left side, as he was against Real Madrid in the week.
Guardiola's got a lot of attacking players on this pitch. Doku, Cherokee, Ireland, Silva and Semenyo. Fields were the team that he kicked away in the Bernabeu a couple of weeks ago.
For Arsenal. Maybe on hand. Doku came up with it momentarily. Superbendi stabs it forward. Towards the operator, the flag was very snappily up.
I think that Arsenal have got their two primary number 10s out of the team, and if you still call upon Havertz to play, it says a lot about the depth that Mikel Arteta's built in this squad.
He will be lamenting the fact he has to sit and watch. Scorer, of course, against Manchester City in the FA Cup final last May. And just so effervescent over the last month or two for Arsenal.
Yeah, it's the first time that you've looked at his face and thought that light's gone out of it, because he's going to be devastated to miss this match.
I think the way he struck it against Bayern Leverkusen the other night. Boy, he hit that force. Arsenal are beaten in their last 6 games against Manchester City in all competitions. That seems an improbable sort of statistic. Mancity in the early days of their rivalry, Guardiola brushed aside Arteta and started developing Arsenal side. This is now, one has to assume, a fully developed Arsenal side. His early touches. Deep. Towards Doku, Saliba. The preference on the right side of Arsenal's back four, and he's fully got beyond that game for Jokeres. Jokeres is darting round the back, and Kassanov couldn't complicate it, acted away behind and took one.
Yeah, Havertz didn't really need to make the challenge. Early first clearance by Ake, which just drives towards the byline.
So Kai Havertz, yes, in the number 10 behind Jokeres. It might even with Eze, in theory, Saka, that Eze could have come in on the flank. Arteta is gone, there is Jokeres. Havertz and Jokeres again. Sort of in reverse. Away from O'Reilly.
Cup winner in 2021 with Athletic Bilbao. Everybody else in this Arsenal team still to win prize with Arsenal. Today was on the bench in the Cup final of 2020. Nunez and Arsenal quickly on with it.
Well,
Declan Rice. To his touchline. All of his white. Slips on by Zubimendi and Havertz was defied and Chapman went down again and made a double block.
traffic. There are big interventions early in the game for the young goalkeeper. Talk before the game at both ends of the pitch about who would be in goals with Donnarumma and Raya come back in. Really good play from Arsenal. Zubimendi just...
Plymouth. Semenyo. The operator went with a free kick that wasn't forthcoming. Decider Peter Banks in charge of a schoolboy game at Northampton Town on Monday by way of preparation. Went to extra time, so I hope he's recovered. Havertz. Made by O'Reilly. Rodri is starting in the Carabao Cup for the first time since December 2022. So game against Liverpool right off the back of the World Cup. Okay, Doku.
Sure, trying to get a message to it. Might be clear, not happy with something.
Bernardo Silva, Cherky for support, Menyo outside of him, Haaland of course through the middle. So engaged playing Capier. Cherky. Nunez. Silva slung in by Rodri. He's now seen tumbled by Saliba.
Yeah, it's been a good battle already, that one, Saliba and Haaland.
Saka's hurrying forward. The Jokeres could block Ake. Saliba from halfway.
I think it was more teams having a go.
So chosen ahead of Martinelli. Saliba, just a bit of Saka, who was handed over by Nico O'Reilly. Those two will see plenty of each other in a Wembley context over the coming weeks with England shirts on.
Yeah, you don't want to be giving away free kicks necessarily against Arsenal. They've got a team of giants today. Gyökeres and Havertz up front, Declan Rice obviously will take it. There's Thomas Tuchel.
He's included those two amongst his 35 for those two upcoming England games. Alternative selection policy. And of course, Declan Rice is part of that also. Hoisted it in, O'Reilly got up biggest, Trossard belted it back. It's got a deflection, and Bernardo Silva couldn't quite catch it up.
He was desperate to, wasn't he? He knows the impact of a corner. He hits it well, Trossard. It's a huge part of this football match, right here, right now. How do Manchester City defend these corners?
Saka gets first crack. Saka flattish actually as it turned out. Retrieved by Havertz. Defended by Semenyo. The classic under the crossbar. Arsenal corner. Arsenal no doubt got his chance. One of those in time. Finali has this potentially long throw. Saliba and Gabriel either side of the goalkeeper. To the near post by Semenyo. It's Ben White. This is overclocked. Bosquera at right back as he was against Bayer Leverkusen, which was his first appearance since getting injured in the FA Cup against Wigan. Arteta with his perfect Wembley record as player and manager, which will eventually remain unstained. Before him, only George Graham has won this with Arsenal twice. Semenyo.
Shouts have come on City from the left. I just realised that Arsenal have started this game better. It's not going yet.
He wanted to take charge. Sticking towards White, and moving in behind Saka. Trossard by Bernardo Silva. Two sometimes waspish individuals. Arsenal quickly on with it. Cappier arrived very late, and Peter Banks had a view of that in his peripheral vision, and has dipped straight in for his card.
Yeah, he just had a nibble. It was that bad. look worse than it was, maybe. Mike?
I think being a cup final wasn't the worst of the challenge you'll see in a game. For me, free kick was submissions in my opinion.
There wasn't much in it actually. I think his foot landed short. Mateus Nunes maybe just follow through with his knee, but challenge just looked worse at the time.
Incapia against Calafiori for Arsenal.
I prefer Calafiori over the course of the season. Some more athleticism, he looks better when he goes forward, but Arteta has to trust both of them. There's not much in it.
Rodri has a Doku to go, but right not between them. Trossard early up the line for Mancity. Instantly surrounded again, right snatched it from him. Settlement to ground, Bernardo Silva is snapping in at the back of him.
Yes, a couple of times he's done that, Bernardo Silva. He's a little bit frustrated. City